Okay guys, this is the solution of your homework. Questions 1, exercise 2a, convert from exponential form to logarithmic form. Yeah, so you only have to move the 10 to become 2 equals to log 10. You can write it like this, or maybe without 10, or maybe LG. Yeah, LG 100. So this is the answer for the first. And then second questions 2a. This one you have to solve. That means you move the 10. X equals to logarithm 10 and then 52. And the question wants you to answer in 3SF, so you have to use your calculator. And the answer is 1.72. Next, question 3. Into exponential form, you move the log 10, you have 10,000 equals to 10 to the power of 4. Next is question 4. You move the log 10, you will have x equals to 10 to the power of 1.88. You have to solve this. That means you have to use your calculator. And the answer is 75.9. Okay, next is question 5. For question 5, maybe you want to use this formula later. So for 5e, you have to simplify the 100 and cube root of 10. So 100 is 10 squared, and the cube root of 10 will be 10 to the power of 1 over 3. And then you only have to use the properties of indices of multiplication. When you have multiplication, you will add the powers, and when you add the powers, it will become 7 over 3. And then because we have powers, we can move the powers to the front using these properties. That means you'll have 7 over 3 log 10 and 10. Log 10 and 10 equals to 1, so let's erase that one. The answer is 7 over 3. So this is the final answer. Next, for 5f is the same. You have to simplify the one that inside the brackets first. 10 square for the 100. For this one is 10 to the power of 3. It's 1000. That means 10 to the power of 3. But we have square roots. That means 3 over 2. Okay, so this time we have division. That means we have to subtract the powers. Yeah, so you'll have 10 to the power of 2 minus 3 over 2 equals to half. And that also means you can move the half to the front. You'll have half, and then log 10 10. Log 10 10 equals to 1, so the answer is half. Okay, next is exercise 2b. We have to convert this into logarithmic form. That means you move the 5. You'll have 2 equals to log 5 and then 25. Okay, next is question 2. You move the log 2, you'll have 8 equals to 2 to the power of 3. Next is question 3. We have to solve this. That means you only have to move the log 2. You'll have 2 to the power of 3, and 2 to the power of 3 equals to 8. Next is question 4. The same. You have to move the log 3. You will have x plus 5 equals to 3 to the power of 2. So x plus 5 equals to 9. And then x equals to 9 minus 5 equals to 4. For this one you have to double check your answer whether it is satisfied the condition of logarithm or not. Yeah, so when you input it into the x plus 5, you will have 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 equals to 9, and 9 is greater than 0. That means the condition is fulfilled. That also means x equals to 4 is the solution. Next is 5g. We have to simplify the one inside the brackets into exponential will be good. So 3 to the power of half divided by 3. And then when you have division, you have to subtract the powers. So you have 3 to the power of half minus 1 equals to negative half right here. And then you move the negative half to the front, you will have negative half, and then log 3 3. remember log 3 equals to 1, so negative 2 times 1, and negative 2 times 1 equals to negative 2. This is the first answer. For the second one is the same, log 7 still there, and then this one is 7 to the power of 1 over 3 because it's cube root divided by 7 to the power of 1, and also we have 2 after the brackets. So first you have to subtract the powers. 1 over 3 minus 1 equals to negative 2 over 3, and then we have 2 outside. It means we can multiply the powers. You have 7 to the power of negative 4 over 3, and then since we have the powers of negative 4 over 3, we can move it to the front. You'll have negative 4 over 3, and then log 7 log 7 equals to 1, so negative 4 over 3 times 1, and the final answer is negative 4 over 3. Next is question 6. Simplify this one. So first let's simplify the x to the power of 4. Move it up, so you'll have x to the power of negative 4, and then since you have powers, you can move it to the front. You have negative 4 times log xx, and log xx equals to 1. Negative 4 times 1 equals to negative 4. So the first answer is negative 4. For the second one is the same. You will write down the log x first, and then simplify the one inside brackets. You have x squared divided by x half. Square root will become half as the powers, and then you simplify the one inside the brackets. You will have x to the power of 3 over 2. 2 minus half is 3 over 2, and then you'll have 3 outside the brackets, and then you can input the powers into the brackets. You'll have 9 over 2, and then we have the powers of 9 over 2, move it to the front, and then log xx become 1, and then 9 over 2 times 1 equals to 9 over 2. And then next, question 8a. For question 8a, let's move the log 2 first. So you have log 3x equals to, when you move log 2, it will become 2 to the power of negative 1. And then just rewrite it like this first. Calculate this one, half. And then you move the log 3. X equals to 3 to the power of half. So x equals to 1.73 in decimals, or 3 to the power of half in indices form. Next is 8b. For 8b, if you calculate closely, we have 3 to the power of negative 5 as the powers. That means you can move it to the front. So you'll have 3 minus 5x, and then times it with log 42 equals to x squared. And then for the log 42, you can use your calculator. You have half as the result equals to x squared, and then you input the half into the brackets. You have 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2x equals to x squared, and then times them all by 2 to remove the 2. You'll have 3 minus 5x equals to 2x squared, and then you move the left hand side into the right hand side. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3, and then factorize it. You'll have 2x and 2x. This one is 3, 1 plus minus. X equals to half, and then x equals to negative 3. There you go. You don't have to check your answers for this one because it's oh, my bad. You should check because we have logarithm of 4, yeah. Logarithm of 4, 2 to the power of 3 minus 5 times the x. Let's check for the half first. You have logarithm of 4, and then 2 to the power of half. This one is positive and it's greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, that means this one is satisfied. You can take half as the solutions. How about negative 3? You have 2 to the power of 18. 2 to the power of 18 also greater than 0. That means the negative 3 also the solutions. And then next is exercise 2C, question 1a. You have to make this into single logarithm. For the first one, let's use these properties. So you can combine the logarithm and then multiply the 7 and 11. 7 times 11, so you have logarithm 2 of 77. This is the first answer. Next, for this one, you have to use this formula. The division law equals to logarithm 6 and then 20 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4 equals to 5, so logarithm of 6 and then 5. And then next is 1c. For 1c, we cannot use the properties of division. That means we have to use the properties of powers first. So you move the 3 to the back, it will become powers like this, minus logarithm 5 and then 4. Okay, so let's calculate the 2 to the power 3 first. It will become 8 minus logarithm 5 and 4. And then right now you can use the division rules. So the logarithm will be combined together, and then the 8 and 4 will be divided, because it's subtraction before, equals to log 5 2. This is the final answer. Next is D. For the D is the same with the C. You have to move the 2 and the 5 first before you combine the logarithm. Logarithm 3 of 8 square minus logarithm of 3 to 5. So 8 square equals to 64 and 2 5 equals to 32. And then you can use the properties of division. You'll have 64 divided by 32, and then the final result is log 3 2. Next is 1e and 1f. So first for this one, I think you should move the 2 to the back, so you'll have logarithm 2 and then 3 to the power of 2. For the 1, you have to change it into log 2, as we know that log 2 equals to 1, so you can change the 1 into log 2. And then after this, you can use these properties to combine the logarithm. Logarithm 2, open brackets, and then 2 times 3 square. 3 square equals to 9, so 2 times 9, you will have logarithm 2 and then 18. This is the answer. Next is f. For the f, 2 means 2 times 1 minus logarithm 4 and 2. And then I can change this one into logarithm of 4 and 4. Why did I choose 4? Because the question wants you to answer it in logarithm of 4. 2 times log 4 4 minus log 4 2. And then I can move this. No, yeah, that's correct. Write as a single logarithm, right? Not evaluate, but you have to write this in logarithm expression. Yeah, we are already correct. So log 4 and then 4 square minus log 4 and then 2. And then what next is to calculate the 4 square equals to 16 minus log 4 2. And then use these properties, the division properties. You can combine the logarithm. You'll have 16 divided by 2, and the final answer is logarithm of 4 and then 8. Okay, next is question 3. For question 3, I think we have to move this 3 to the back, half to the back, and then we combine it later. So the first is log 5 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 3 plus log 5 36 to the power of half minus log 5 and then 12. Okay, let's calculate this. Logarithm 5 8 plus logarithm 5 6. You can use your calculator to calculate that one, and then like this, and then you combine the logarithm, log 5, and then this one will be 8 times 6 over 12. Multiplication will addition will become multiplication, the subtraction will become division. So you'll have log 5, this one is 2, log 5 4. This is the final answer for 3A. Next is 3B. For 3B is the same, you have to move this half to the back, and then you will change this one into log 3 later. Yeah, so logarithm 38 to the power of half, and then plus logarithm 318 to the power of half, and then minus it with 1. It's 1 before, but I want to change it into log 3. Okay, and then because we don't have any coefficients again, that means we can combine the logarithm into 1. So log 3, and then open brackets, 8 to the power of half times 18 to the power of half divided by 3. Just use your calculator to calculate that one. And the answer is log 3 and then 4. So this is the final answer. Okay, next is 5. For question 5, I can simplify the 27 into 3 to the power of 3 divided by log 2 and 3. Okay, let's simplify this one. So you can move the 3 to the front. You'll have 3 times log 2 3 divided by log 2 3. Because the log 2 3, like log 2 3 is the same, you can cross it out. So the final answer equals to 3. And then question 6, given that log 8y equals to that one, express y in terms. Okay. So first, I think we have to move these two to the back. Wait. Log 8y. Okay, and then this one is log 8. Open brackets, x minus 2 minus log 8, and then x squared. And then you can use the division rule to combine that one. Log 8y equals to logarithm 8, open brackets, x minus 2 over x squared, like this. And then because the logarithm of 8 is already the same, you can cross it out. So you have y equals to x minus 2 over x squared. The question only wants you to find the y in terms of x. That means we already finished. Next is question 7. For question 7, I think we can combine this using the division rules, and then later I will change this one into log 3, and then I want to move this 3 to the back. So you have logarithm 3, and then open brackets, z minus 1 at the top divided by, why it is divided by, because this one is subtraction, that means division. Z equals to, the 1 will become, log 3, and then the 3 will go back, so like this. We'll go to the back, and then I think you can combine this one using the properties of multiplication. Z minus 1 over z equals to log 3 combined together, and then you'll have 3 times y to the power of 3, and then you can cross out the log 3, and then you have z minus 1 over z equals to 3y to the power of 3. And we are not finished yet. You have to express z in terms of y. Okay, so let's do cross multiplication. Z minus 1 equals to 3y cubed z, and then I will move this z to the right hand side. You'll have negative 1 equals to 3y cubed z, and then minus with the z, and then since we cannot subtract this one, we have to factorize the z. So you have negative 1 equals to z, open brackets, 3y cubed minus 1. That means the z equals to negative 1 over 3y cubed minus 1. So this is the final answer. Next is question 6. Okay, how to do this one? Express in terms of x and or y. Wait. Okay, I forgot to copy the questions. So question A, log 464p. Okay, I can split this one into two parts using this formula. You'll have logarithm of 4 and 64 plus logarithm of 4 and then p. And then for the 64, you can use your calculator to calculate this. You will have 3 as the result, and then this one is log 4p, and we already know that log 4p equals to x. That means this one also x. Sorry, this one is x. So the final answer is 3 plus x for the first one. Next, for the second, we can split them into two parts like this using the division rule. Log 4q, and then log 4(2). Using your calculator, you will have half, and then log 4q equals to y, taken from the given information. So the second answer is half minus y. Next is 9c. For 9c, the question wants you to calculate the p times q. That means we have to move this logarithm to the left hand side. You will have x equals to logarithm 4p. You move the logarithm 4, you will have 4 to the power of x equals to p. And then to find the q, you will use this one. Move the logarithm 4, you will have 4 to the power of y equals to q. There you go, we already have p and q. That means pq equals to 4 to the power of x for the p, and then 4 to the power of y for the q. You can combine this by adding the powers. So the final answer is 4 to the power of x plus y. For this one, you only have to move the 2. So 2 logarithm of 4 and p minus logarithm of 4, open brackets, 4 times q to the power of half. To the power of half is coming from the square roots. And then after this, I think we have to separate this one using the multiplication rules. That means 2 times log 4p equals to x minus, for this one, separate it first. That means brackets, logarithm 4 and 4, and then add with logarithm 4 and q to the power of half. Okay, this one is 2x minus, this one is log 4 equals to 1, and this one is, move it to the front for the half, and then you have logarithm 4q. Logarithm 4q equals to y, so you can replace this into y, and then just simplify it. You will have 2x minus 1 minus half y. This is the final answer. And then next is exercise 2D, question 1b. For this one, I think we can combine the first two. You'll have logarithm 3, and then open brackets for x over 2 equals to logarithm 3 and then 7. Because the logarithm 3 is already the same, you can eliminate it. This one is 2x and that one is 7, so x equals to 7 over 2. And then double check your answer, because this is the logarithm equations. You will input it into the logarithm 3 for x, the one and only that contain x. Logarithm 3 4 times 7 over 2. You only have to check for this one. If it is positive, that means it's valid. So this one is positive, yes, greater than 0. That means this is the solution. Next is 1D. For 1D, I think I should move this to the back first. So log 10, open brackets, x minus 4 equals to log 10 5 square plus log 10 and then 2. And then after that, log 10 x minus 4 equals to log 10 and then 25 times 2. Okay, and then I think you can cross out the log 10, so you'll have x minus 4 equals to 50, x equals to 54. And then check your answer. Logarithm 10, 54 minus 4 equals to 50, and 50 is greater than 0. That means this one is the solution. Okay, next is question 2a. For question 2a, I can combine this using the division rule. So logarithm 3, open brackets, 2x over x minus 1 equals to 2, and then you will move the logarithm 3, 2x over x minus 1 equals to 3 to the power of 2. So 2x over x minus 1 equals to 9, and then cross multiply. 2x equals to 9x minus 9. Move the 9, you have negative 7x equals to negative 9. So x equals to 9 out of 7. Okay, let's check our answers. First, you have to check it into logarithm 3 of 2x, and the next one is logarithm 3 x minus 1. This one is taken from the questions. And then after that, you can input the 9 over 7. For this one, 2 times 9 over 7 equals to 18 over 7. And 18 over 7 is greater than 0. That means this one is satisfied. For this one is 9 minus 1. It's greater than 0. Also satisfied. That means this is the solution. Next is question 2D. For question 2D, I think I have to move these two first and then change this one into log 5. So I will write it like this: log 5, and then 2x minus 3, and then plus log 5 2 square equals to, this one will become log 5, and then plus log 5 open brackets 3 minus 2x. Okay, we can combine this one and also this one using the multiplication rules. So write down the logarithm 5 one times, and then write down the one inside the brackets. This one is 2 square equals to 4, equals to logarithm of 5, and then this one is 5 times 3 minus 2x. Okay, just calculate it, or maybe you should cross it out first. This one will be multiplied by 4, so you'll have 8x minus 12 equals to, this one is 15 minus 10x, and then you'll move the 10, 18x, you'll move the 2, it's 27, x equals to 1.5. And then let's check the answers into the questions. 2x minus 3, when I check it, 2 times 1.5 minus 3 is equal to 0. Equals to 0 is forbidden. That means you have to reject this one, and that also means there is no solution for this question. Okay, next is question 3, solve. I can combine this. You will have log 5 x minus 2 multiply with x minus 5 equals to log 5 for x. And then you can cross out the log 5. You have x squared minus 7x plus 10. You will expand this one equals to 4x, and then you move the 4x to the left hand side. Negative 7 minus 4 equals to 11x, and this one will become x minus 10. Cannot. Wait, let me double check it. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, we have to use the formula, yeah. Oh, never mind, we can. So x minus 10, and then x minus 1 equals to 0, and then x equals to 10, x equals to 1. Okay. For the 1, I think it not valid, because when you insert it into that logarithm, you'll have 1 minus 2, right? 1 minus 2 equals to negative 1, and negative 1 is less than 0. It has to be greater than 0, cannot be less than 0 or 0. That means you have to reject this one. For the 10, it's safe, I think, so the answer for this one is 10. Next is 3D. For 3D, I want to move these two to the back, so 3 plus 2 log 2 x squared equals to log 2 times 3 minus 10x, and then I will move this to the right hand side. 3 equals to log 2 3 minus 10x minus log 2x squared. Because it's subtraction, that means you can use the division law. You'll have 3 minus 10x divided by x squared, and then you can move the log 2, it will become 2 to the power of 3 equals to 3 minus 10x over x squared, and then do the cross multiplication. 8x squared equals to 3 minus 10x. Move it to the left hand side. You'll have 8x squared plus 10x minus 3 equals to 0, and then just factorize 2x and 4x. This one is 3, this one is 1, I guess, plus and minus. Okay, that's it. So x equals to negative 3 over 2 and x equals to 1 over 4. The one that will be valid is the 1 over 4, yeah. Let's check it into log 2x. For log 2x, this one already not valid because it will give you logarithm of negative numbers, so we have to reject this one. For the log 2x of 1 over 4, it's safe. And then log 2, 3 minus 10x, also safe, I guess. So 3 minus 10 times 1 over 4, so 3 minus 2.5, it's 0.5. 0.5 is still greater than 0. That means this one is satisfied. So the answer for this one is x equals to 1 over 4. And then next is for B and for D. For B, I can combine this using multiplication rules. So I will have log x 36 times 4. 36 times 4 equals to 2. And then I want to move this to the right hand side. I will have 144 equals to x to the power of 2. And then you move the square to the left hand side, it will become square root. Like this, don't forget the plus minus. If you have square roots, that means x equals to negative 12 and x equals to 12. We can only take the x equals to 12 since if you input the negative 12 right here, you will have logarithm of negative numbers as the base, and it is forbidden. Yeah, you cannot do that. So x equals to 12 for the first one. For the D, I think I have to move this first to the back. So I will have log x and then 32 square equals to this one also 3 plus log x4 square. Okay, and then I will move this. You will have log x 32 square minus log x4 square equals to 3, and then log x open brackets. Let's calculate this using the calculator later. Like this. Let me calculate it first. To become 64, so log x 64 equals to 3. I will move the x to the right hand side. I will have x to the power of 3, and then x equals to cube root of 64, and the answer is 4. If you check your answers into the terms, it will become correct because that is not negative numbers. Okay, next is question 5b. For question 5b, I want to move this to the front first. So I will have logarithm of 10x squared minus 2 logarithm 10x equals to 3. And then as you can see, we have common factors right here. And one of them is squared. Yeah, that means this one is similar to the quadratic equations. And that also means we have to let the log 10x as a first. So for this one, it will become a square, and this one it will become a. The minus 2 is still there, and the 3 also still there. And then we will solve this using quadratic equations like this, and then you will factorize it. A a 3 2 negative, sorry, 3 and 1, negative and positive. So a equals to 3 and a equals to negative 1. But this one is not the x, that means we still have to calculate it more, equals to a. So log 10x equals to a previously, that means the a can be replaced by 3, and then I will move the 10, the log 10, it will become 10 to the power of 3 and x equals to 1000. If I check it into the questions, 1000 is safe because it will not give you the negative numbers. Next is the a equals to negative 1, so log 10x equals to a before, change the a into negative 1, and then move the log 10, it will become 10 to the power of negative 1, x equals to 1 over 10. And also for this one, it will be correct if you input it into the terms, yeah, it will not give you the negative numbers. So the answer for this question is 1000 or 1 over 10. Next, for this one also I want you to move the 2 first, so I will have 4 open brackets log 2 x square minus 4, 2 times 2, yeah, log 2x equals to 3, and then you will let a equals to log 2x. That means this one will become a square, this one is a. I will write it like this, for a equals to 3. And then for a square minus 4a, move the 3 to the left hand side, minus 3 equals to 0, and then factorize it. This one is for x, I don't think I can do that, 2a, 3, 1 negative, and positive. Okay, good. So a equals to negative half, and a equals to 3 over 2. If you double check your answer, this one, not yet, yeah. We have to find the x first, convert the a back to the log 2x equals to negative half, and then move the log 2, you'll have 2 to the power of negative half, x equals to, how much is this? 2 to the power of negative 0.5 equals to 0.707. And for the second one, you will have logarithm of 2x equals to 3 over 2, so x equals to 2 to the power of 3 over 2, x equals to 2.83. Okay, so this is the final answer, 0.707 and 2.83. As you can see, if we input it into the expressions, it will give you positive numbers for both of them. That means both of them is the solution. And then next is question 6, solve the simultaneous equations. We will start from the xy equals to 81. I want you to make this into y only, so y only equals to 81 over x, and then insert it into the second equations. You have log x, and then replace the y into 81 over x like this, equals to 3. And then what next? I think we can separate it using the division rules. That means you will have an expression like this, and this one will become 1, and then I want to move the negative 1 to the left, to the right hand side. It will become 3 plus 1, and then logarithm x 81 equals to 4. Move the log x, 81 equals to x to the power of 4. Move the 4, it will become the root of 4 from 81. Don't forget the plus minus, and then the x equals to 3 and x equals to negative 3. For the negative 3, I think we have to reject it because when you input it into this one, the logarithm will have negative 3 as the basis. The basis cannot be negative, so you have to reject this one. And then the y, we're not finished yet. For the y, it's 81 over x, this one, yeah, just insert it. You'll have 27 as the result. and for the y it's okay. When you insert it like here, right there, you'll get positive numbers of logarithm, so that's okay. The final answer is x equals to 3 and y equals to 27. Next is this one. For this one, I will start from 4 to the power of x equals to 2 to the power of y. I will give logarithm for both sides. Like this, I will use logarithm of 10. Logarithm of 10, and then I will write down the 4 to the power of x equals to logarithm of 10 2 to the power of y. Okay, and then wait, yeah, okay, let's do this. So after that we have powers, that means we can move it to the front. So x times logarithm of 10 4 equals to y times logarithm of 10 2, and then we can get the value of y equals to x times logarithm of 10 4 divided by logarithm of 10 2. Actually we can calculate this using your calculator. It will give us a good numbers, and the result is 2, so 2x equals to y. There you go, we already have y equals to 2x, and then just insert it into the second equations. We have 3 log 10 and then y. The y is changed into 2x, and then equals to log 10x plus log 10 2. I will combine this using multiplication rules, and I will move this to the back. 10 2x to the power of 3 equals to, for this one combine it, you'll have 2x, yeah, 2 times x, and then we can eliminate the log 10. You'll have 2, wait, let me write it like this. This one will become 8, since 2 to the power of 3 equals to 8. 8x cubed equals to 2x, and then I can divide them all by 2. You'll have 4x cubed equals to x, and then you move the x to the left. 4x cubed minus x equals to 0, and then you will factorize it like this. 4x squared minus 1 equals to 0. It means x, open brackets, 2x minus 1, 2x plus 1. This one is a square minus b square equals to a plus b, and then a minus b, and then you will have this result. Yeah, memorize the formula. Equals to 0, that means x equals to 0 for this one, x equals to half for this one, x equals to negative half for this one. Okay, for the negative half, I think we can reject it, because when I put it right there, it will give you logarithm of negative numbers. Reject. And also this one, that one also, if you input it 0, you have logarithm of 0. That one also forbidden. So the only one satisfied is x equals to half, but we are not finished yet. We have to find the y. Y equals to 2 times x equals to half. That means y equals to 1. X equals to half and y equals to 1. Next is C. For question C, I want to start from here. I will move the 2 to the back, so I will have log 4 and then x minus y equals to logarithm 4 and then x to the power of 2. And then I can cross out the log 4. I will have x minus y equals to x squared. That means negative y equals to x squared minus x. I will divide them all by negative 1. So y equals to negative x squared plus x. So this is the value of the y. Next is to substitute the y into the second equation. So the second equation says log 4, open brackets, x plus y plus 9 equals to 0. The y itself is negative x squared plus x. I will move this logarithm 4 to the right hand side. You will have 4 to the power of 0, and this one is negative x squared plus 2x plus 9. Negative x squared plus 2x, 4 to the power of 0 equals to 1. I move the 1 to the left hand side. You will have plus 8 equals to 0, like this. Am I too fast? No, yeah. Divide by -1, so you will have x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. And then you factorize this, x minus 4 and x plus 2. And then what next? X equals to 4 and x equals to -2. And then I think I have to reject the -2 directly, because when I input it right there, it will give us the logarithm of negative numbers. That means you have to reject this one. For the 4, we don't know yet, we have to find the y first. So the y equals to negative, input it right here, -4 squared plus 4, so the y equals to -12. Okay, let's try to check our answers, like x minus y. If I input the 4 into the x and the y is -12, it will give us greater than 0. That means for this one it's correct. How about the x plus y plus 9? The x equals to 4, the y equals to -12. This one will be still 1, yeah, 1 is greater than 0, so this one is okay. That means x equals to 4, y equals to -12. Okay, next is exercise 2e, 1d. For the first one, you only have to move these two to the right hand side, so you'll have x plus 1 equals to logarithm of 225, giving your answer in 3SF. That means you have to calculate that one. X equals to logarithm of 225 minus 1, and then use your calculator. The final answer is 3.64. Okay, next is B. For question B, we have to put logarithm. We have to give logarithm for both sides like this, and then rewrite the equations. 3 to the power of x minus 2, and then for the powers we can move it to the front, so you'll have 1 minus 3x, and then this one is logarithm of 4, and then this one is x minus 2, and then this one is logarithm 3. Okay, I will use logarithm of 10 to make it easier. So let's calculate log 10 of 4. It's 0.602 times with 1 minus 3x equals to, for this one is 0.477 multiplied by x minus 2. Okay, just multiply it. So you have 0.602 minus 0.602 times 3 equals to 1.806. X equals to 0.477x minus 0.477 times 2 is 0.954. Okay, move the x to the left hand side, move the 0.602 to the right hand side. Negative 1.806 minus 0.477 equals to negative 2.283x equals to negative 0.954 minus 0.602 equals to negative 1.556. So x equals to, divide by negative 2.283, 0.682. So this is the final answer. And then for this one, yeah, it's still the same. You have to give log for both sides like this, and then this one is 5, 2 to the power of x minus 3, 4 times 3 to the power of x plus 4. Okay, wait, okay, so for this one we have multiplication first. That means we have to use the multiplication properties. That means you have to separate the logarithm first like this. Logarithm 2 to the power of x minus 3 equals to, for this one also the same, logarithm of 4 plus logarithm of 3 to the power of x plus 4. And then for the powers, you only have to move it to the front. Logarithm 5 plus x minus 3 times it with log 2 equals to logarithm of 4 plus x plus 4 times logarithm of 3. Okay, you can calculate the logarithm of 2, 5, 4, and 3 using your calculator. But I want to teach you how to calculate this using logarithm expression. Yeah, so just leave it like this for the logarithm 5. You will multiply this one, so you'll have x times logarithm of 2 minus this one also 3 times logarithm of 2. Next equals to logarithm of 4 plus this one will become x times logarithm of 3, and this one will become 4 times logarithm of 3. And then what next is to isolate the x. We have x right here and the x right there. Move it to the left. So x times log 2 minus x times log 3 equals to this one logarithm of 4, and then this one plus 4 logarithm 3, and then move this one, you have plus 3 times logarithm of 2, and the last one is the logarithm of 5 minus logarithm of 5. And then we have x right here, we factorize it like this, x open brackets log 2 minus log 3 equals to you don't have to do anything for this one, just copy it like this. Okay, and then you move this, so x equals to this one divided by log 2 minus log 3. Okay, let me calculate it, and the final answer is negative 15.4. Okay, this is exponential equation. That means we don't have to check the final answer. Okay, next is question 2a. Show that blah 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 can be written as. Okay, so first let's rewrite the equation first like this: 2 to the power of x minus 1 equals to 12. Okay, let's use the indices properties. We can separate this into 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of 1 plus 6 open brackets 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of negative 1 equals to 12. And then for this one it will become 2 times 2 to the power of x plus this one will be 6 times this one is half, 2 to the power of negative 1 is half, and then 2 to the power of x equals to 12. This one can be crossed out into 3, so I will have 2 times 2 to the power of x plus 3 times 2 to the power of x equals to 12, and we already show it. Next is to solve the equations. Okay, so the question wants you to solve this one, 2x plus 1 plus 6 times 2x minus 1 equals to 12, but we already changed this in the previous questions. We already changed it into this expression, plus 3 times 2 to the power of x equals to 12. I want you to see this one. This one is the same. That means we can add the 2 and the 3. It will become 5 times 2 to the power of x equals to 12. And then you move the 5, it will become 12 over 5. And then you move the 2, it will become logarithm of 2, and then 12 over 5. 3SF, that means use your calculator. And the answer is 1.26. Next is 3a. For 3a, you have to separate this one. It will become 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of x equals to 2 to the power of 2. Okay, and then this one will become 4. So 4 times 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x equals to 2 to the power of 2. This one is the same. That means we can add them together. The 2 to the power of x will be the same. The 4 will be added with the 1. There is 1 in front of this one, so 4 plus 1 equals to 5. 5 times 2 to the power of x equals to 4. This one become 4, and then 2 to the power of x equals to 4 divided by 5. X equals to log 2 4 over 5. Yeah, you move the 2, it will become logarithm of 2. X equals to negative 0.322. Next is E. For this one, I want to separate it like this: 4 to the power of x times 4 to the power of negative 1 equals to 4 to the power of x minus 64. Yeah, for this one you cannot use any properties. Yeah, doesn't mean subtraction become division, because we don't have any properties like that. For this one you will have 4x over 4 equals to 4 to the power of x minus 64, and then I will times them all by 4 to eliminate this 4. I will have 4 to the power of x equals to 4 times 4 to the power of x minus 256, and then I will move this to the left hand side. 4 to the power of x minus 4 times 4 to the power of x minus 256, and then as you can see we have the common things right there. That means you can subtract the 1 and the 4. 1 minus 4 equals to negative 3 equals to, where is the negative, where's the equal to negative 256. Okay, equal to negative 256. And then divide negative 256 divide by 3. I don't think we can divide this, so x equals to logarithm of 4. There's something wrong. Wait, let me check it first. This one, guys, so this one should be negative 3 because it's division. Yeah, division doesn't change the sign. That means logarithm of 4, 256 over 3, so x equals to 3.21. Next is question 8. For question 8, I want to change this one into 2 square for the 4, and then the x is still right there, 2 to the power of x minus 12 equals to 0. And then for this one, I want to let the 2 to the power of x as a, so I will let 2 to the power of x equals to a. So this one will be a, this one also a, but we still have squares right there. That means this one will be a square plus a minus 12 equals to 0, and then you will factorize this a 4 3 plus minus a equals to negative 4, a equals to 3. Then don't forget to revert it back into 2 to the power of x equals to negative 4, so x equals to logarithm 2 and negative 4. Yeah, you move the 2, it will become log 2. Yeah, for this one undefined, that means we have to reject this one. And then this one is 2 to the power of x equals to 3, that means x equals to log 2 3 in 3SF. That means we have to calculate this. Log 2 3 equals to 1.59. This is the first answer. Next is the second one. I want to change the 9 into 3 square. We still have the x right there, and then I will split this one into 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of 1 plus 27. And then I want to let the 3 to the power of x as a. Let 3 to the power of x equals to a. We will have a right here and a right there, 2 right here, square right here, equals right there, times 3 right here, and then plus 27. Okay, I will move all of the right hand side into the left hand side like this, and then you factorize it, 2a and a, so it is 9 and 3, 9 right here, 3 right there, minus and plus, a equals to 9 over 2, a equals to negative 3. Okay, and then revert back to the this one. 3 to the power of x, 3 to the power of x, 3 to the power of x equals to 9 over 2 equals to negative 3. So for this one, I think we have to reject it because the logarithm contain negative numbers. We cannot calculate this, it's undefined. That means you have to reject it. For this one, when you move the 3, it will become log 3 and 9 over 2. Using your calculator, you will have 1.37 as the result. So the only solution for this question is 1.37. And then question 9. For question 9, the question wants you to find the result of x over y. Okay, in 3SF, yeah. So I will put logarithm for both sides. Like this equals to 3 to the power of x, 7 to the power of y, and then I will move the powers to the front. I will have x times logarithm 3 equals to y times logarithm of 7. And then since the question wants you to make it into x over y, I will move the y to the left hand side. I will have x over y, and then I will move the logarithm 3 to the right hand side. Okay, so x over y equals to, you only have to calculate that using your calculator. You have 1.77 as the result. Next is B, is the same. I will give logarithm for both sides like this, and then 7 to the power of x, 2.7 to the power of y. Move the x to the front like this, and then y to the front like this, and then move the y to the left hand side. Move the logarithm 7 to the right hand side, and then calculate it using your calculator. X over y equals to 1.36. There you go. Okay, next 11a. For 11a, we have to use modulus first. Do you still remember? Modulus means you have to split them into two parts. Like this. The first is 4 to the power of x minus 8 equals to 2. And the second one is 4 to the power of x minus 8 equals to negative 2. And then we will move the 8 to the right hand side. We will have 10, and then move the 4. You will have logarithm of 4 and then 10. And then calculate this one. You will have 1.05 as the result. And then the second one will be 4 to the power of x equals to 6. X equals to logarithm of 4 and 6. X equals to 1.29. Okay, so this is the final answer. And then the last one, still the same. We have to separate this into two parts like this. The first is 3 open brackets 2 to the power of x minus 5 equals to 2 to the power of x. The second is 3 times 2 to the power of x minus 5 equals to negative 2 to the power of x. Okay, let's simplify this one first. So 3 times 2 to the power of x minus 15 equals to 2 to the power of x. I will move this like this. 3.2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x equals to 15. Remember, we have 1 in front of this 2 to the power of x. That means we can subtract the 3 with 1. You will have 2 times 2 to the power of x equals to 15. 2 to the power of x equals to 15 over 2. X equals to logarithm 2, and then 15 over 2. X equals to 2.91. Not finished yet, yeah. That is probably one of our solutions, but we don't know yet. Since this is the second type of modulus equations, you have to double check your answers later. And then for this one, 3 times 2 to the power of x minus 15 equals to negative 2 to the power of x. 3 times 2 to the power of x, move it right there, plus 2 to the power of x equals to, move it right there, you'll have 15, and then this one will become 3 plus 1 equals to 4 times 2 to the power of x equals to 15, so 2 to the power of x equals to 15 over 4, and x equals to logarithm 2 15 over 4, x equal to 1.91. Okay, and then we only have to double check our answers, input it into the questions. Yeah, so the question is 3 2 to the power of x minus 5 equals to 2 to the power of x. This one also 3 2 to the power of x minus 5 equals to 2 to the power of x. And then when you insert it, the answer will be the same for this one. So this one is true, and the other also the same. This one also true. That means both of them is the solutions. There you go, guys. That is the solution of your homework. It's long, I know it's so many questions, but this is for your good. If you don't practice a lot in logarithm and exponential, you cannot understand the concept and also the law. Yeah, you have to get used to it. Okay, see you guys, bye bye.